Hello, Leo. We are doing a reading today for the full moon energy that is happening on November 19th. This is a full moon in Taurus with what they are saying is a partial lunar eclipse that is happening. And by partial, they mean that there will be a small sliver that is still showing, but that won't be blocked out by the other shadow. So there will be a small sliver of light. And we are coming off of the Scorpio New Moon, which I have a feeling has been, I know has for me, has been highly emotional and somewhat trying. And I'm not particularly a patient person, and Scorpio always tends to try. Did you see this? That was pretty wild. And Scorpio always tends to try and push buttons, so to speak, with me. Because I am a Leo. So I'm feeling you. I'm right there with you. So I pulled a signifying card for the reading. And actually, I didn't even pull it. It was on the bottom of the deck and it went, yep, this is the one. I don't know if you can see it well. It's called The Waiting Game. It's from John Holland's deck. I think it's the Psychic Development deck. It said, The Waiting Game. And there's a hourglass there with a tree at the top that is set to bloom. At the bottom of the roots, there's these planetary rings that are rolling around it, and a gentleman standing off to the side waiting. And that really feels like what the energy has been lately. Scorpio is all about that one more dark thing that we're going to bring out. That one other thing. You think you've healed it, but we're just going to push that button and see how you react. So, you say you're done with it. Are you really done with it? And I think that a Leo is like, okay, let's move on. Let's go to the next thing. All right, we got this. Let's move on. And I'm not sure how other people live. I know myself. The last thing I want to do is look at the past and try to half-day analyze that. I'm done with it. I want to move on. Shiny things. Oh, good. There's a squirrel. So definitely, yeah, that was what Scorpio had for us. And like I said, the waiting game, patience is most definitely one of my things that I will work on until the end of time. Because I'm like, okay, let's do this now. All right. So yeah, so we need to know, for everyone going forward, what is it that we need to know about these past influences? So we're going to pull some cards on this energy leading up to the full moon. What is it that we need to know for Leo? For Leo, energy moving towards the full moon. Energy moving towards the full moon. See, yeah, it's that sunshine and roses thing. I think Leos tend to get a rap about being fierce, but it's like they do want the best to happen and it's not just for them. I think, people tend to think Leos are very self-centered, but really, it's this, everybody, I want sunshine and daisies for everybody bit. And that's really what this feeling has been to cultivate. This need to make things right, to try to bring everybody together, so to speak. But there are still those truths out there. And to me, this is that energy of that Scorpio moon. You know, it's saying perhaps some of those relationships that you want to be sunshine and daisies is not quite as good as what you thought it was. And so it's been pushing those buttons for you. But your energy is, let's move on. Let's keep going. Let's go right to the next thing. Okay, if we don't do this, we don't have to look at it. Isn't that the key? Don't have to look at it. And that energy is saying, oh, no, 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 no. Wait a minute. The thing about this is, if you look at this Chariot card, it's equal. Dark and light. Everything is symmetrical on here. So there's a balance there that has to be done before you can move forward, before you can get out of that waiting period. And that's really the key for this whole thing. So we're moving into Taurus. And Taurus tends to be, yes, it can be stubborn. It can be steady. A lot of times the attributes that a Leo tends to get are a lot of the same that a Taurus would get. You know, sort of like this stubbornness, this, you know, stagnation almost by staying in one spot. And the Taurus is saying, you know, we've been in this period of waiting. We've been through this introspection that we have to have, right? We have to have this introspection. Without it, you're not moving forward. That was a car going by, if you see those lights. All right, so we're going to pull some cards on what the message for the full moon actually is. You know, we'll give some clarification on that waiting game card. All right, we have some clarification on the waiting game card. Moving forward. What do we need to know about the full moon on the 19th for Leo? What do we need to know? Wow. This is interesting. So we have King of Pentacles and Queen of Pentacles. To me, this is as much about balance as anything else. He has made it. Yes, he has all of his resources available to him. But he tends to be somewhat guarded in how he deals with those resources. Whereas the Queen of Pentacles tends to be a little more gracious in how it is given out. Grudgingly, I think it's not always that easy for it to come out. But there is this sort of, there's definitely this guarding of resources bit. And it feels to me like there's still a waiting game going on here. Through the full moon. So the other card that I pulled, Eight of Wands. And for me, this is all about, you know, speed. It's all about direction and speed and finding a way to move forward. We have the Chariot in the previous. With this is going to give us direction. So I don't see us moving directly out of this waiting energy at the full moon. It may happen afterwards. It's what it's looking like to me. So, so the message there is just to remain patient, Leo. That's probably not what you wanted to hear. All right. So the outcome, the after effects of the full moon. What do we need to know to move forward? For Leo and Taurus. Leo and Taurus. My mother was a Taurus, so somewhere she's laughing at me hysterically because she knows. And she's also telling me that I was as stubborn as she was. Leo. Full moon moving forward. What do we see in the days after the full moon? I'm seeing a lot of these same cards come up for different signs. This one comes with a message, and that message is, one, this card has shown up on almost every single one of my individual readings. And this card is really a warning, because if you look at it, the cup he's held, that's being held out for him, that he's ignoring, is an opportunity. It's an offering. It's a chance. And he's focusing on what he doesn't have instead of what he does have. And I think that this is a problem with a lot of people in this sort of stagnation period, waiting period that we're all dealing with. You know, it's easy to get bogged down in what do I have? What have I got to do with it? And instead of moving forward, we're focusing on that negative part of it. We do have the Queen of Wands. You know, she is to me, she's really there saying, deal with it. There's definitely this energy of, you know, deal with the stagnation, deal with the waiting. It is happening. You have to handle the situation. And then the last card I have here is the Six of Pentacles. And it talks about benevolence towards others. It also can deal with, you know, where you put your energy. Because energy is a resource as much as money is. So where are you putting that energy? Where are you putting those resources? Where are you? Is it back here where you're stuck? Is it in the future where you're going, well, I'm just sitting here spinning my wheels? You know, how am I supposed to move forward with this? I don't know how I'm supposed to move forward with this. And this is saying to you, again, like everybody else, don't focus on what you don't have. Focus on what you do have. Focus on those opportunities that are coming up for you. You know, I think this is, for a waiting game, if you are dealing with this sort of down period, where things maybe aren't moving as fast as you would like them to be, and it's going to be picking up, obviously. You know, we got the Chariot, and it's going to be picking up. We just have to wait for it. And in the meantime, it's saying, come up with a plan, decide how you want to do this, you know, put your energy into, well, I'm hearing possibilities. Put your energy into possibilities or positivity, moving it forward. Invest in those things that will bring you benefit. All right, we will do, excuse me, we're going to do one more card for the reading for Leo. What is the overall card for the reading for November 19th, full moon reading for Leo. What do we need to know? What do we need to know? What do we need to know? I don't know what that means. We're going to have to clarify it. So I came up with spiritual narcolepsy. So your sleeping intuition, your inability to focus on the spiritual, I can't even get that card to focus. It's this sort of hazy angel. It's called falling angel, spiritual narcolepsy. So sleeping spiritual or divine, maybe, yeah. And to clarify that, this is a teachable moment. They all are, actually. And choices have consequences. Choices and consequences. Pretty heavy message right there. Fallen angel, spiritual narcolepsy. It's teachability and choices and consequences. So looking at those things that you do are a teaching moment. Same with choices and consequences to me. All right. I hope this helps. As a Leo myself, I'm going to have to take a look at this one and think about it some more. So, all right. I hope you all are well. Please know I'm sending lots of love. I hope you're healthy. I'm sending blessings from me. Bye-bye.